Hi, thanks for stopping by. So we are in January, the first month of the year, and I thought it would be nice to look at the first suit in the minor arcana. So we'll be looking at the aces, and I just pulled out some aces from various decks, and we can see how each one is a little different. And then next month we'll do the twos. Now I have to say about the aces, they're all really pretty basic, so we won't see a lot of, change and diversity, but it's a place to start, and I think it'll be fun. So most of the time in the aces, as I said, they're very simple. This is from the Dreaming Way Tarot, and these are probably as basic and simple as you can get. We are just seeing, the cup for Ace of Cups. And here's the wands. Swords. I do like this deck. It's a very simple deck, and but it's a fun deck, and it's an easy read. And here are the pentacles. So then when we get to let's try the Wild Unknown, we get a little bit more, even though they're still very simple. So here's the Ace of Wands, and then they bring in that color, so you can get the idea of that element. You can get the idea of fire there. So it's just bringing in a little more. The Ace of Cups is very nice. Really gives that water energy, and then the kind of the scales there. Swords. Also bringing in more of the element and interest. And here is the Ace of Pentacles. So, when the aces show up, well, I notice sometimes they show up in multiples. Occasionally when I'll get aces, I'll get more than one in a reading for myself anyway. And, sometimes I see them sometimes they play out as something new coming in, maybe some new information or a new way of thinking or speaking or doing something. So often it does carry that energy of something new. But sometimes, it can really run in different directions. Sometimes, it can be solitude. It can be that lonely ace. So I've seen it work as all the cards in different ways. This is from the Alchemical Tarot by Robert Place, and these are, as everything he does, they're very beautiful. This is the Ace of Pentacles. And I also see the aces being played out as a desire for, strong desire for something, and that's the desire that really helps us, push that creative energy forth into the world. Beautiful. Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Wands. Okay, so let's, let's take a look at the Mary L. And here is the Ace of Wands. So in this deck, all of the aces appear to be hermaphrodites. So that's showing the energy of of life itself. And all of life has a seed within it, and the primordial life force. And that, I think, is why she's bringing in that understanding of the male and female energy coming together for the sake of creation. So those are very interesting cards. This whole deck is very interesting, to say the least. This is the Tarot in black and white. Now, I did mention this recently. This is such a nice deck, and this is based on crop circles. So what they've done here, all of the aces, well, all of the cards in this deck have a word. So here is inspiration for the Ace of Wands, or Ace of Fire. Clarity for the Ace of Air. Success for the Ace of Pentacles. Now, like I said, sometimes I will see that come in more as a desire for success, And motivation is for water. Okay. I think I made a mistake here. This one is water, inspiration, and this one is fire, motivation. Okay. All right. Now, in the Anna Kay, these are so lovely, these cards. A little more drawn out here. Here is the Ace of Swords. And they all, in this deck, they all have a person holding, representation of the element, or working with it. Here is the Ace of Pentacles, and she's just enjoying working in the earth and in the dirt there. Really nice. The Ace of Cups, very gentle, healing. And here is the Ace of Wands, adventuresome. Playful. So, now, in the Femmes erotic deck, they portray all the aces as gifts, and we have heard of that. In the Rider-Waite, there's the hand that comes out of the cloud holding the representation of the element, and so there has been a long understanding as a gift, and it's very sweet what they did in this deck. So this is the Ace of Pentacles, and it says the gift of work in the world. Now these all have nudity. I have no problem with nudity, but I don't often talk about this deck because I think some people, don't like that. So just bear with me for a few cards here. The gift of loving is the Cups. I just think it's, like I said, very sweet how they are portraying these aces. The Ace of Swords is the gift of the mind. So when we're thinking about, these as gifts, these are really the gifts that we embody, I feel. And the Wands is the gift of passionate power. Very beautiful, and very beautiful deck. So when we are working, when we understand that we really do possess all of those elements, and we work with them and try to work with them in appropriate times and balance them, that really is how we build our own personal gifts, I feel. So let's see. Okay, I did want to pull out one of the Ciro Marchetti decks. These are, he does a great job. This deck, it's very strong. It's the Gilded Royale, this one. And here is the Ace of Swords, and he will put, an understanding. He's got the dove there. So he puts a little bit more of an understanding with animals along with the element. And here we go for the Pentacles. Looks like a ferret. And all the beautiful greenery. And the Wands. I never really am so crazy about that when the disembodied hands come out of nowhere, but it's okay. And here is the Ace of Cups. Kind of mystical looking, and I like the moon phases there as well. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I did want to show you the Tarot of the Hidden Realm, because all of their aces are animals. And here is the Ace of Pentacles. Right, earthy little critter. And here is the Ace of Cups. It's a playful otter. The Ace of Wands. It's a fox. And very nice, the Ace of Swords. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, okay, I just have a couple more decks to go through. Here is the Grande Circus. I just love this deck. Okay, here's the Ace of Cups. So you can see, they're all very similar. There's not a lot of differences, like I said, in the aces, but maybe we'll get a little more when we get to the 2s and 3s and so on. Here's the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Wands. Now these hands don't bother me because they, each of the hands sort of is wearing something, or just sort of represents the element again that they're holding. I love this deck. And this is from the Gorgons Tarot. It's really a fun deck. Really similar again, but these are such striking images. And here's the Ace of Wands. Ace of Cups. The water, it just really looks like it's moving there. You know, you can get the feeling of emotion, that watery feeling there. And here's the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles. So I guess that's about it for today. And I will see you next month for the twos, and I'll just pick some, various decks at random, and we'll take a look at the different representations of the twos. Thank you all. Have a great January, and I'll see you soon. Bye.